What's up guys, today we are back with another video. Today we'll be discussing about question set 20. So you can just pause the video right here and take a look at these questions. I think you have read the questions, so let's quickly recap what we are talking about here. So in question 16 we have created a database for Colville Junior College for grade 11 students in Colville Junior College. So yeah, so the database name is exam_mark_db. There are tables called student, class, subject and exam term. So we have created those tables and database in question set 16. In question set 17 we have created an ER diagram, and within the ER diagram we have created relationships. So here's the ER diagram. And question set 18 we have inserted data into those tables. So you can use graphical method or you can use insert queries for that, doesn't matter. In question set 19 we have deleted some records. I think this question here we have inserted some records using insert query. We have updated some records, so like question 2 and question 3. So yeah, and I think that's about all the things we have done. So yeah, so the first question suggests that we have to find the number of students who participated in the first term for the science subject. So yeah, you have to join so student exam mark record. You have to join student exam mark record with exam term and subject to get the query designated for this. So here's the overview of the inner join queries of MySQL. So here's the syntax for that. So here's like the theory for this. So anyone is interested in it, you can look up. So let's learn more by doing a practical example. So to run the query, first we have to join 3 tables, the above 3 tables. So I will select the first table, which is the student exam mark record. Inner join, you have to use inner join keyword to join, and let's join here exam with exam term first. Exam term on, and you have to select the reference key and the foreign key of those tables. So the primary key of this primary key aka the reference key of this exam term is term ID, and in the student exam mark record table the foreign key is exam term ID. So you have to you have to run the query based on these 2 columns. So you have to select those 2 columns first. So student exam mark record dot exam term ID, and within exam term table you have to select term ID, and yeah, you can see the exam term ID and exam term ID is inner joined. Yeah, so that's for that. So we use the similar approach for joining the subject table. So subject on student exam mark record dot subject ID subject dot subject ID. Yeah, so here are the subject ID and subject ID. So these are the two columns. And yeah, so since now we have to use the condition. Now the initial setup is done, stage is done. So now we have to use variable select these conditions. So the term should be first term. So let's select first term from here, and the subject should be science. So subject dot subject name should be science. And if you run this, so students are, so the first term name is first term and the subject is science. So we have to select the minimum marks, right? Or no, the number of students who are participating in the first term. Okay, so we have to use count and select student index number from this. Okay, I missed a T here. Yeah, so you get the number of students. Let's just dive right into the second question. So we have much limited time. Minimum score obtained by the first term students. Okay, so just the same query here. Let me copy paste this. Minimum score obtained. Okay, so this should be min. So we have to use min keyword. Min operation. So you have to specify what column should the min operator should run. Min operation should run. So is mark. So this is from the first term. Okay, so the first term here we have to delete this. So the exam term is first term, so you have to delete the subject from here. And yeah, we run this. Okay, so there is some error in this SQL first term. Okay, what seems to be the error? Okay, I don't know what the error was. So yeah, sometimes those errors can happen, so don't panic. Just nothing is wrong, just change some things from like the variables here and rerun the query and it will be all right. So the third, let's jump right into the third question suggests that you have to get the number of students who sit on so who wrote mathematics in the second term. So copy this, so the exam one should be second, and mathematics. Okay, so there are any mathematics here. Okay. I will copy from here. Okay, so number of students, right? We have to get count from index number, right? Student index number. So yeah, So the count suggests that we have 8 students. I think that's right. So um, yeah, no way to be wrong on that. So little hint here, so you can just use as keyword for number of, you can use as keyword to rename this query. So I will use this as X to give you an idea. So yeah, so yeah, you can rename anything. So yeah, from like here you can rename a column using the as keyword. So that completes the third question. The fourth question suggests that we have to get the lowest mark in the first term. Okay, so when we get the lowest mark, okay, which subject? Okay, which subject? Hmm. So you have to copy this query and paste it here. So you have to, this is using like subqueries. This is the use of subqueries. So you have the mark, so you have to just select, first you have to select the subject id from subject table, no, not subject table, exam term. I think this is subject id, subject, yeah, this is this here, uh, from subject id, where uh, mark, sorry for this mark, we use in keyword to specify this. So okay, what seems to be there? Mm, I see. It should be used as student exam mark record. Yeah. So this is the student exam mark record, which the minimum mark record uh, belongs. So from here you have to specify the subject ID. To specify the subject ID, and using this subject ID, you can select, you can subject from the subject table, you have to select from the subject table where the subject ID belongs. We use in keyword for that. So yeah, and you have to select the subject name. So that's for the science. So that wraps up the fourth question. We have come to the last question. Find the name of the student who got the lowest mark in all subject in the first term. Okay. Okay, name of the student. So we have to write this. So this query is the same. So this query is the same. And we have to again write a subquery. But this time we will be using this table. What do you call it? What do you call this? Okay. Student table. We are using this student table to find the name of the student. So student exam mark record. So this is like the same. I forgot to copy the all of this. So yeah. Mm, yeah. Where mark in, yeah. Okay. Mm. So what seems to be the issue here? Line 5 right here. Hmm. Okay, this query seems to okay. I think I have like an extra bracket here. I think, yeah, it seems to be the issue. I just had an extra bracket, so be careful guys when copying this, so you might get an extra bracket and get the whole thing wrong, whole query wrong. So you have to, this time you have to select not the subject ID but the student index number. So we got the student index number. Now it is easy, for you have to search the student record from the student table. The other student index number belongs student Sam, student where. So this is that, and we have to only select the name. So first name and last name. So this is that, and you have to put a semicolon here to make it look right. So yeah, I think I have finished up all the questions. So yeah, thank you guys for watching and hope to see you again soon. Peace.